Wait a minute. Deep divers, shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh, we're going to have fun today, deep divers. I hope your day is going good. So let's start this off right, deep divers. It's time to get wavy. You ready to get wavy? Let's get wavy, baby. Oh, you like that music. I know you like that music. That's why we're playing it. Time to go 80s, deep divers. Let's go. Beautiful deep divers. Shout out to everybody here who's diving deep, who caught a live stream. If you caught a live stream, deep divers, congratulations, right? I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers, okay? The Great Reset. It's over. So a lot of the times, deep divers, people always say, Ralph, I want to ask you things. I want to talk to you. I want to interact with you in live time. So this is the place. Live streams are the place for that, because I make a lot of videos, and a lot of the times people don't get a chance to ask what they want to ask about the video. So always remind yourself, deep divers, this is the place to be. The Great Reset is here, and a lot of people can feel the shift, deep divers. A lot of people right now on the planet are really starting to wake up. A lot of people right now on the planet are really experiencing the Great Awakening, and it's a great time. It's a marvelous time. Like I say, deep divers, I'm here for you. I'm here to read your comments. I'm here to interact with you. I told you. Let me start with the wonderful Divi D. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. Thank you for all you do, Ralph. It's getting spicy out here. Absolutely. And I'm a bit on edge, holding on to faith. And at this point, it's all I've got left. Infinite love to you and everyone here. Beautiful, beautiful comment. Like I said, deep divers, if you got something to say, write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. Everyone on this live, make sure you smash the like button and share the link to this video. So like I told you, deep divers, so much is happening on the planet, and it's truly the great reset. A lot of people can feel the shift. A lot of people can feel how planet Earth has changed so quickly. So quickly. A lot of people are starting to realize the world will never be the same again. Shout out to everybody here, deep divers. So I told you, I've been producing. Let's just start with breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Beautiful deep divers, peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. And I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, because it feels so good to be alive, deep divers. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. We're getting right, deep divers. We got to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. We got to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody here who's diving deep. I'm here to read every single comment today. Every single comment today will get read, because I want to hear from you, deep divers. I already got enough videos out there, okay? I am, shout out to Power Plant Allies. I am I, you are you, we are we family on the road to unity. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, the Great Reset is here, deep divers. And I want to remind you, this is not the time to be afraid about what's happening on the planet. It's just the time simply to be aware that a great shift is happening. It's got everything to do with a great conjunction when Saturn and Jupiter are less than 0.1 degrees apart from each other. We are ushering in a new age, a new world, a new reality. And that's why so much is happening so fast. It's a global reset. The software is being updated. People's mindsets are getting changed. And I want to remind you, in the midst of all of this, like I said in the new video today, 2020 may be your best year yet. What? Let me repeat that. I said 2020 may be your best year yet, because no year has forced you to work on yourself more than 2020. No year has pushed you into the depths of your soul more than 2020. It's made you question everything, soul searching, growing. So a lot of the times we've got to remind ourselves we can always take something positive, even from a negative experience. We can always become the alchemist. This is a great year for me. It's a great year, fantastic, because I'm starting to wake up even more and realize who I'm sharing the planet with. You see, a lot of people in this matrix are governed by fear. A lot of people governed by fear. A lot of people governed by lower frequencies. And we're seeing this in the midst of a global pandemic with COVID-19. You're seeing people who are so afraid, and you're seeing people who have no fear whatsoever. They're moving into the fifth dimension, and that's what it's always about. I want to remind you, deep divers, that this is a great time in this global reset to make sure you reset. How do we reset? We got to remind ourselves every single day we can come out into nature and we can reset. Every single day we can have a global reset within ourselves. We can say, actually, do you know what? Right now it's time to go within. Right now it's time to elevate. Right now it's time to meditate. Right now it's time to really get to know who I really am, because I've been told a lot of things about who I am, but I don't know who I am. So this whole great reset, which ties into the great conjunction that's happening on this planet, December 21st, I told you the Mayans were right. Okay. The Mayans were right. 2012 is when the world ends. Okay. 2020 is actually 2012. 2020 is actually 2012. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers. So many beautiful deep divers here. I'm going to read every single comment, because this is your show, deep divers. It's not mine. It's our show. Esmeralda. Shout out to Esmeralda, the wonderful Esmeralda. Let's collaborate together and giving each other so much love while creating our new world. Love you all, beautiful ones. You are appreciated. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Benny. You are appreciated, Benny. Let me give a round of applause to everybody who's here, everybody who made it to the live stream. Shout out to Benny. I can feel the shift. I am eating less effortlessly. Fasted all day and didn't even realize. Every day I feel more like a butterfly floating freely. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's wonderful. So, like I say, deep divers, a lot is happening on the planet. And I want to remind you of this, that right now, a lot of people are being misled, misguided. A lot of people are being led into the door of illusion once again, because I told you, time is running out for the inorganic ones. Their time is up. In fact, it's over. And that's why, if you have a mind of your own, you might be labeled crazy. If you have a mind of your own, people might say you're a conspiracy theorist, but you're not crazy, deep divers. You're just waking up. And right now, with the vaccinations, with everything that's happening, a lot of people, I told you, they're going to pressure a lot of people to take the vaccinations. And how they're going to do it is by getting, I told you, I already called it, famous celebrities to endorse it. And that's what's happened. That's what's happening. Okay? That's what's happening right now as I speak. Okay? So you got the first celebrity right here, Lupe Fiasco. He says, proof will be required to attend his concerts. Lupe Fiasco will require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine to attend his shows. Lupe Fiasco has revealed that he will require fans to show that they've received the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition for admittance to his concerts. So, like I told you, deep divers, I already told you about what's happening, and he's not going to be the first. There's going to be a lot of other people. So with everything happening, I want to remind you, make sure you're standing in your truth. Make sure you're standing in your power. Make sure you're keeping your vibration high. Make sure you're keeping your spirit high. You know, I've been producing a lot of music, deep divers. You know, when we talk of what the Mayans were telling us, I told you, the Mayans were telling us that this is not the end of the world, December 21st. It is the end of this version of the world as we know it. It's the end of this version. And that's why right now, a lot of people can feel like the world will never ever be the same again. You're right. It will never be the same again because we have entered a new era, and it's got everything to do with the Great Conjunction, this monumental event that's happening. Jupiter, which represents expansion, growth, love. Saturn, which represents limitation, confinement. And the old energy on the planet is the Saturn energy. That's the old energy on the planet. The Saturn energy is the old energy. Shout out to everyone. Benny, shout out to Benny. You are appreciated. No, wasn't Lupe a conscious artist? What happened? Why aren't artists speaking out, Ralph? I know so much watch you. Absolutely. A lot of these mainstream artists, by the way, deep divers, they watch my videos. But you got to remind yourself, a lot of these artists aren't as free as you think. You see, deep divers, I can hold my head up high because I didn't sign the deal. I was offered a deal, deep divers. You know, I was in Hollywood, right? I was in Hollywood. I didn't sign the deal though, right? But a lot of these artists get compromised. And a lot of these artists, they sign their life away. They sign their soul away. And that's why they gotta stick to the script. I'm a free being, so there's no fear here. So I always say, just remind yourself, when you have these celebrities coming and saying, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, always make sure you listen to yourself first. So there is a great awakening happening on the planet, deep divers. A lot of people can feel it. A lot of people right now can feel what's happening. A lot of people right now can truly feel this big shift happening. And a lot of people right now are really standing in their truth, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, deep divers. I've warned you about this. It's not going to be easy because you have people, you know, Lupe Fiasco, very dope lyricist, very dope artist, very, very dope. So when he said this, I was a bit shocked. I'm like, what? So Lupe Fiasco will require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine to attend his shows. Lupe Fiasco has revealed that he will require fans to show that they've received the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition for admittance to his concerts. So we got to remind ourselves, deep divers, I told you, you're going to start to see people's true colors, because this is the split between the 3D and the 5D. Let me shout out to everybody who's here, deep divers. I'm here to receive all of you. I'm here to give thanks. I'm here to read all of your comments. Michael, you are appreciated. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Michael. I appreciate you, Michael. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Soso St. Louis. Thank you, brother. You are appreciated. And deep divers, like I told you, we got to raise our frequency now more than ever. And how do I raise my frequency? How does Ralph Smart raise his frequency? If you don't know, deep divers, I'm a producer, right? So I want to show you how we can all raise our frequency with music. Okay, this is a song I produced called Summer. Let's go. That was just to help you to raise your frequency, deep divers. So we're starting with raising the frequency, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? The great reset is here. Shout out to everybody here. Reading all of your comments, deep divers. I want to hear from you. I want to know where you are. I want to know how you're handling everything. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers here. The great reset. Jay Millie, shout out to you. What do you think is going to happen to cities like Las Vegas? I've been furloughed from work since March. Do you think it's safe to go back? Now, Jay, let me tell you this. There's a woman in Las Vegas who watches my videos. And she said her sister is a police officer. Now, they told the force in Las Vegas that you have to get vaccinated if you want to return back to work. I told you it's not going to be easy for a lot of people who are tied to these matrix jobs. It's going to be very difficult because they're not going to leave you with an ultimatum. They're just going to say, hey, you must be vaccinated if you want to continue this job. In fact, the CEO of Qantas Airlines said, same thing. You must have proof, the COVID-19 vaccine proof, before you can travel. So you got to remind yourself that right now is time to start looking at places which are out of the grip of the ruling oligarchy. And that's why I say a lot of people right now are starting to realize it's time to disconnect from the matrix. A lot of people right now are starting to realize it's time to be free. You know, that's what this is all about, because everything happening right now is not happening by accident. It's not happening by coincidence. Because I told you, this whole rush is all leading up to December 21st, the Great Conjunction. And this is when we move into the fifth dimension. The inorganic ones can't go. And therefore, they want to keep you trapped in the 3D. They want to alter your DNA. They want to make sure you're microchipped. They want to make sure they censor you. They erase every trace of you. And that's the thing, deep divers, you know. I want to remind you, we are the power, we always have been. And you got to remind yourself that right now on the planet, because I'm starting to see so many people in favor of the vaccine, so many people, mainstream celebrities especially, that the people who resist are going to be called aliens. They're going to look at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? But at the same time, we have to remind ourselves it's strength in numbers. You know, we are the power. We are the power. But like I told you, everyone here is on a different mission. Everyone here is on a different mission. Once again, deep divers, if you're on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button right now, and also share the link to this live. The great reset is over. Can you feel it's over, deep divers, right? The great reset. And that's a great question. What will happen if enough people refuse? What will happen if enough people refuse? If enough people refuse, we will move into the fifth dimension together. If enough people refuse, we will move into the fifth dimension together. Right? Let me give a round of applause to everyone who made it. Right? By the way, deep divers, let me tell you this. I've had videos removed from this channel because I'm saying, hey, I don't believe in the vaccine. I believe in me because love is the only vaccine I need. What? Slow motion this side. And you got to be willing to stand up for what you believe in. I'm not afraid of anything, deep divers. Why? Because I'm letting love guide me, not fear. So remind yourself, they might keep you in lockdown. They might even censor you, but they can never, ever control you because you are the co-creator of your own reality. But I want to remind you, like George Carlin said, it's one big club in the 3D and you're not invited. Right? Because we're starting to see right now, and this really shocked me about Lupe Fiasco, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I used to like his music, right? When he said, so Lupe Fiasco will require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine to attend his shows. Lupe Fiasco has revealed that he will require fans to show that they've received the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition for admittance to his concerts. So I started to realize, and I said it, right? You can check in the videos. I said, hey, all of these celebrities, they're going to show you who they really are. They're going to say, hey, make sure you stay in the matrix. Make sure you get the vaccine, deep divers, okay? Make sure you get the vaccine. Make sure you get the microchip as well. So this is what happens in the Great Conjunction. This is what happens when we are moving into the fifth dimension. This is what happens when a new version of a world is being created. Many people want to keep you trapped in the old one. Oh my gosh, bro. Slow motion. Many people want to keep you trapped in the old one. See, this is what happens. I like that, right? We can write that down. This is what happens. Shout out to Angel Rising. You are appreciated. What we focus on grows. Make sure we water the love plant and not focus on the virus. Thoughts, much love, infinite waters, deep divers, one love. Absolutely. That's great, Angel Rising. Absolutely. We got to remind ourselves that whatever you focus on grows. You see, I'm always focusing on love, elevation, and that's the same energy that comes to me. There is no fear in my reality. I don't even know what fear means. Doesn't exist for me. And it's all about how you channel your energy. It's all about what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on doom and gloom, I'm scared. I'm scared right now. That's what becomes your reality. A lot of people right now are starting to wake up. A lot of people right now are saying, actually, I want to breathe. a lot of people right now are starting to say, actually, I want to breathe. I want to be free. I want to really find out who I really am. And this is part of the mass awakening that's happening all around the world. A lot of people, they're going on the journey within. A lot of people breathing in the good ass prana. This is where we have to be at. At this frequency, nothing can touch us. Nothing can hold us down. Oh no. Deep divers. The great reset. Can you feel it, deep divers? So I told you, I've been producing deep divers, so this next song, listen to this and then tell me how it makes you feel. Okay. Oh, see, that's how we raise the frequency. Raising the frequency. You see, that's how to raise the frequency. Glad you enjoyed that. Angelic vibes. You see, music is how we can all raise our frequency in this time. We need to make sure. You see, I'm listening to all kinds of music. All kinds of music. I'm producing all kinds of music. From classical music, reggae, hip hop, all kinds of music. And this is how to keep the frequency high. So the Great Reset is here, deep divers. And like I was saying, when the Mayans were saying December 21st, the world is ending, what did Hollywood do? Hollywood said, hey, let's make a film about the world being destroyed. The Mayans weren't talking about that. The Mayans were talking about something else. They're talking about a new version of the world coming. Just like we went from analog to digital, it's the same thing. Hey, I like that. You see a lot of people enjoying the song. A lot of people enjoying the song. Shout out to you, TJ. The world will play this music on the 21st. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, deep divers, I want to hear from you. Drop in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. Once again, smash the like button, share this live. So if we realize what a reset is, if you reset something, it goes back to its original. Let me repeat that. If you reset something, it goes back to its original state. And this is why there's such a rush for everyone to be microchipped, vaccinated, all of these things, because the Great Conjunction is all about the Great Reset. And in a Great Reset, you start to remember who you really are. You see, we're moving away from materialism, ego. We're moving back to realizing what's really important. And this is why you have to make sure you realize this is the greatest time to be alive. This is the best time to manifest. If you know who you are and you're moving to where you need to be, the universe will work in your favor. Happens to me all the time. TY, shout out to you. So like I always say, deep divers, always remind yourself, we're living in a great time. It's time to party. It's time to do a little disco dance. It's time to raise the frequency. Oh, that was just for you. I know how much you love that song, Deep Divers, right? Shout out to all these beautiful deep divers here. I see all of you. Deep divers, I'm reading every single comment. Once again, deep divers, make sure you refresh the chat. Anytime if it freezes, it's a glitch, just refresh the chat and I'm still here because we got a lot to talk about. Love is the answer. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love is the answer. This is the great reset. Once again, if you're on this live, make sure you share the live and also make sure you smash the like button. Shout out to everybody here. So let me shout out to Tamara. The wonderful Tamara. Shout out to you, Tamara. You are appreciated. Tamara Enley. Shout out to Tamara Enley. Even in the age of their technology, we have been living the other way round. Take no logic from them. It's okay. I've got mine. My own is called universal love. Okay. And that will always reign supreme. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's wonderful. Absolutely. That's so wonderful to hear, because like I told you, deep divers, it's getting kind of weird on the planet, because what you're starting to see is people's true colors. You know, love is what we need right now more than ever, not fear. And right now you have to be aware that even people close to you will judge you for standing in your truth. Even certain celebrities will judge you. You know, because already I told you, a lot of celebrities are going to start pressurizing you to take the vaccine. They're going to start saying, hey, get in the matrix. They're going to keep you more in the matrix. Okay. Lupe Fiasco. Breaking news. Lupe Fiasco will require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine to attend his shows. Lupe Fiasco has revealed that he will require fans to show that they've received the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition for admittance to his concert. So already, deep divers, you're seeing it's getting real. Even all of these celebrities are starting to say, hey, the only way you can be free is if you take a shot. The change is coming, and a lot of people can feel it. Shout out to everybody here. You know, so Lupe isn't the only one. Lupe isn't the only one, but that's just one article I brought up. But there are many celebrities, many celebrities who are saying, hey, deep divers, if you do not get vaccinated, you will never come to my concert. If you don't get vaccinated, you will never travel on a plane again. So I told you, this has all got to do with the Great Conjunction. People are starting to wake up. Now, a lot of these celebrities, they're only here to keep you in the 3D. And we have to remind ourselves that you're going to see more of it, because this is just the beginning. So right now you have to know that the split is more evident between the 3D and the 5D. A lot is happening on the planet, but it's got everything to do with the Great Conjunction, December 21st. The Mayans were right. And a lot of people right now can feel the shift. A lot of people right now can feel a great change happening on the planet. Let me give a shout out to Sonia Bear. You are appreciated. Hi, Ralphie. I've been working remotely since March, and they said we can go back voluntarily as of January. What should I do? Well, remind yourself, we all have a choice. You see, that's the power of being a human being. When you are a human being, deep divers, you realize you have a choice. We all have a choice. We've all got a choice to make. And right now, we all got to make a lot of choices. This is why it's not going to be easy for a lot of people, because a choice has to be made. And that choice is between the 3D and the 5D. Two realities happening simultaneously. Two worlds existing at the same time. That's what's happening December 21st and beyond. Remind yourself, Sonia, that you can choose where you want to work. No one's forcing you. This is a choice you make. Only you can make it. Let me give a round of applause to everyone who's here. Shout out to Lorraine Rodriguez. You are appreciated. Ralph, thank you so much for waking so many of us up. I've been following your food advice and eating less meat every day. My intuition is growing. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. I'm always happy to hear that, deep divers. I'm always happy to hear people eating to live. And this is part of the Great Reset. You see, I had a Great Reset moment, deep divers, where the universe was like, Ralph, it's time to reset. See, everything I had been doing up until that point when it came to food was not good. Had a reset. And this is part of the Great Reset that's happening on the planet. So many people, shout out to you, Lorraine, they're going plant-based. They're eating their oranges, their grapes, boosting their immune system naturally, getting in shape. This is what we need to be doing to really have the best chance, to really have the best foot forward. But, you know, shout out to everybody who's making big lifestyle changes right about now. So the Great Reset is here. And a lot of people are starting to realize that with everything happening on the planet, already a lot of people have accepted, many people have accepted face masks. They've accepted the new way. But there are millions of people who are saying we ain't having it. And this is where we're at a turning point. This is where we can turn this whole thing around, because a lot of people are saying, actually, my freedom is more important than my fear. What? Slow motion this side. My freedom is more important than my fear. This is how we turn things around. When you wake up and you say, my freedom is more important than my fear. Deep divers, my freedom is more important than my fear. Let me just play you this. Oh, we're raising the frequency, deep divers. So the Great Reset is over. So we have to remind ourselves, when we can say our freedom is more important than our fear, we are now moving to the fifth dimension. Glad you are enjoying the music. Shout out to everybody on this live stream. So if we remind ourselves, deep divers, as well, you've probably noticed a lot of people are losing social skills. You know, first it was texting, right? People, as soon as they wake up. Now, a lot of people, because a lot of people have not had a lot of social interaction because of this COVID-19, a lot of people are losing social skills. A lot of children are going to have mental health issues, big time mental health issues. So we got to remind ourselves that if you know someone, you can reach out to them. You can help enlighten them, because a lot of people, unfortunately, are sheep. A lot of people in this matrix, unfortunately, are sheep. They believe everything the media tell them. They believe everything. Shout out to all you beautiful deep divers who are here. I'm here. I'm reading every single comment today. Deep divers, just throw it in the chat. Let me read it. Reading every single comment. Sava, shout out to Sava Yoga Tarot. You are appreciated. About your 3 days of darkness. I have water and canned food saved here. So if the aliens come and eat everything, I can still survive 1 month. I like that. Greetings from Austria. Okay. Okay. And that's the kind of humor you need, deep divers. That's the kind of humor you need every single day. That is the kind of humor you need. But like I told you, there is a force on this planet that does not want to see human beings ascend. It's not personal. It's just that that's what they're here to do. There's also a force on this planet which wants to see humanity ascend. It wants to see you living your best life. It wants to see you free. It wants to see you every single day in nature, walking along the beach, breathing in the good ass prana. That's what it wants for you. But we have to remind ourselves that right now, it's up to you, because nobody's coming to save you. George Orwell, who wrote 1984, said, if you want a vision of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. And in the 3D, it's 1984. In the 5D, we're free. So we got a choice between 1984 or being free. You don't even have to be worried about the 3 days of darkness. I told you, they've removed a few of my videos. But like I say, it can't stop me, because the truth must get out there. We will not be silenced. And this is the mentality you want to have, because if you don't fight for what you want, you will have time to cry for what you lost. Slow motion this side. That's a beautiful. And shout out to everybody here. I'm reading all the comments today. Shout out to you, Benny. Do you think the masses will go crazy during the 3 days of darkness? What do you predict will happen during those 3 days? I truly realize that, like I said, sometimes when the internet goes down, people panic, right? Anytime Facebook goes down, Instagram goes down, people start panicking. And that's why I keep telling you, you have to learn how to not be so addicted to your phone, because the social dilemma is that people base their value on Instagram approval. We got to realize it's a trap, because once they cut out the internet for 3 days or more, you want to be able to say, actually, I'm connecting with myself, so I don't need to be always on the phone. A lot of people will go crazy, but if you're awake and aware, shout out to all the chosen ones, you'll be fine. But a lot is happening, and I want to remind you, deep divers, it's because a great shift is here. A great awakening is here. But remind yourself of the symbolism the great conjunction has, December 21st. Jupiter, the god of gods in the Roman mythology, is all about love, elevation, the biggest planet in our solar system. Saturn, and there are Saturn cults, is the complete opposite of Jupiter. Saturn is limitation. It's the 3D. It is control, domination, fear. So what you're having is this alignment between Jupiter and Saturn. In other words, between the 5D and the 3D. And you're seeing it right now. You're seeing a lot of people saying, hey, I want to be free. And you have people who say, hey, if you want to come to my concert, you better show proof of your ID, your COVID-19 ID. So I told you, right now we're in a very trying time because you're going to be pulled in different directions, but you have to remind yourself to stay strong. You have to remind yourself to keep your frequency high and realize there's nothing to be afraid of. But at the same time, you know, Bob Marley said, evil doesn't take a day off. Why should I? Right? Evil doesn't take a day off. Why should I? Evil doesn't take a day off. Why should I? So you have to, you are spreading the love energy all around, always, because this is how we ascend to the fifth dimension. Gratitude, deep divers, gratitude. I'm grateful for all you deep divers, because this is why I'm living my best life every single day. This is why I'm living my best life every single day. Let me give a shout out to Isma. You are appreciated. And that's what these live streams are about. Deep divers are about giving thanks. Isma DC. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Isma, what song do you want? Write it in the chat, Isma. What song do you want? You want 80s? You want Ralph Smart Productions? You want some classical music? What song do you want, Isma? Right? You just won the lottery. Isma, talk to me. What song do you want? Write it in there, Isma. What song do you want? While you decide, let me play one for you. Okay, this is how we raise our frequency, deep divers. Listen to this. Which one should we pick? Which one, deep divers? Summer. That was for you, Isma. Like I say, deep divers, it's all about raising the frequency here. That's what it's always. So, like I was saying, you need that song, right? I got to put it out, deep divers. I produced that, and I've been back to producing. You know, it's therapeutic. At the same time, I realize music can change everything. But with this great reset, I want to remind you, you are going to have a lot of pressure, not from just your friends and family, but very influential people. Maybe your favorite singer, your favorite rapper, your favorite sports star, because remind yourself, you're advising me to copyright the tracks. Don't worry. They're already safe, right? So remind yourself, this whole trap to stay in the 3D is being done in all industries. For example, if you are a sports star, you must have been tested if you want to compete. And you must be vaccinated as well. That's a mandatory. So the only way fans will be let back into soccer games, football games, is to be vaccinated. And I told you, it's already happening with mainstream artists. Lupe Fiasco will require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine to attend his shows. Lupe Fiasco has revealed that he will require fans to show that they've received the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition for admittance to his concerts. So I told you. It, I told you. All those celebrities, they're telling you, hey, you better make sure you're vaccinated. You better make sure, deep divers, you're vaccinated, right? So you're starting to see people's true colors. You're starting to see where people's mind is at. Because this is the end of this world and it's the beginning of a new one. Right? So we've got to remind ourselves that we are truly living in a great time. A great time of change, a great time where people are starting to see beyond the veil. And that's what the Great Reset is all about. Esmeralda, shout out to you. Let me give a round of applause to everyone who's here. Raising the frequency. Esmeralda, shout out to you. Beautiful ones. This one is for you. Just one love. We will get there together. Do you know why? This is my new world. And wish for all of you. And my wish for all of you. Okay. You are appreciated. Shout out to you, Ferreira. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers here. Like I told you, we got to let love shine. Most definitely. Kimberly, you are appreciated. Let love shine. Absolutely. We have to we got to let love shine. We got to let love inside all the time. We have to let love guide us, not fear. That's what we all have to do right now, because you see, the reason why there is such a rush, because there's no accidents, is because Earth itself is ascending. It's being rebooted. And when things get reset, what happens? They go back to who they really were all along. When the reset happens, people are going to start to wake up. Who the hell am I? They're going to know who they are. They're going to smile. They're going to rejoice, because that's what the global reset is all about. December 21st, moving into the age of Aquarius. And the inorganic ones know this. They know it's time up. Time is up for them. They're on their way out. So the only thing they can do is make sure you come down with them to the lower frequency, the lower vibration. And they can only control you through fear. I said this, their greatest fear is that you wake up. That's their greatest fear, that you know who you are, that one day you come outside and your eyes start to open. You say, wait a minute. What on earth is going on? And this is their greatest fear. The enlightened man, the enlightened woman. And that's why we got to remind ourselves how powerful we are. Their greatest power is your fear. Their greatest fear is that you wake up to your true power. We have to, like Kimberly said, we have to let the love shine. We got to do that all day, every day. We got to remind ourselves that it is over. Like the Mayans said, it's over. It is over. But not for people who are free inside of who they really are. You know, we are so powerful, it's unbelievable. We're triumphant, okay? And that's the name of this song, Deep Divers. Greetings, wonderful deep divers. So, like I said, listen to this. Just to raise the frequency, raise the vibration. Once again, if you're on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you share the live stream. So a lot is happening, deep divers. And I want to remind you, make sure you are keeping your vibration high. Make sure you are realizing it's going to get tough for a lot of people on the planet, especially if you are inside of the matrix. Because a lot of the times people forget that it's not always about them. Your work might require you to get a microchip. It might require you to have a vaccine if you want to keep the job, you see? So right now, with all of these celebrities endorsing the new normal, there's a lot of pressure on people, not just from politicians, but from also these mainstream artists. Shout out to everybody here. CC Mora, shout out to you. You are appreciated. DJ Infinite, beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, shout out to CC Mora, the wonderful. So I want to remind you, deep divers, with a great reset, it allows us all to be a new version of ourselves. It allows us all to recreate ourselves like never before. It allows us all to really be who we really are. This is what the new version is all about. It allows us all to be who we really are. And we must not miss this chance at all to really seize the moment. Because everything in this reality has come to a grinding halt. You know, it looks like it's about COVID-19. But in actuality, it's not about COVID-19 at all. This is not about a virus. It's not about any of that. It's about you and your freedoms. That's all. You know, it's never been about vaccines. It's never been about vaccines. It's never been about any of that. Right now, it's about you choosing to be free. That's what this is about right now. It's about you choosing to be free. So remind yourself, the choice is always yours. It's always yours. Let me shout out to Crescendo. You are appreciated. The wonderful Crescendo in the house. Shout out to Crescendo. Love you, Ralphie. Thank you for everything. Love is the most incredible, highest, purest, and lightest vibration there is in existence. Love overpowers everything and anything. Love is undefeatable. God bless. Beautiful. 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 We have to remind ourselves of that every single day. We have to remind ourselves of that every single day. That's a great reminder. Let me give a round of applause to everyone who's here. Hack Mohammed, shout out to you. I have seen 22 for a long time. You said it is the number of the master builder. I can't find any info on this. Do you have something? Number synchronicity. I love you dearly. I love that you dare to speak about the forbidden topics. Yeah, I've got a lot of videos. Check out my video on the 1111. We talk about 222 in depth. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers. Shout out to Benny here. Shout out to Benny. I will sleep in a tent on a beach happily, if need be, before I get a chip to keep a slave job. Gain the world, lose my soul. Nope. Freedom is my birthright. What? Slow motion this side. Benny, it's time. Is that time?
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get.
So just remind yourself, Benny, that you're not alone. You're not alone in this at all. At all. So make sure you keep your vibration as high as you can. You know, that's what it's always about. That's what it's always about. That's what it's always about. Like I told you, deep divers, I'm here to read your comments and I'm here to answer to you. I'm here to listen to you. But we are truly moving into the fifth dimension, you know, and gratitude is going to be the key theme of it. You know, people always say, Ralph, I want to hear more. If you haven't already, deep divers, make sure you get more inspiration. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. Feel Alive. That book will change your life. I told you. Universe is blessing me every single day with abundance, deep divers, every single day. And it's because I'm giving. When you learn how to give, it always comes back to you. That's the secret law of the universe, right? We're live streaming like pros. Organic Mechanic, shout out to you. Hey, Ralph, you helped me forgive myself 3 years ago. Been looking up ever since. That's fantastic. The great awakening is coming. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. And a lot of people can feel it. A lot of people can feel the change coming. They can feel it. And I want to remind you, just make sure you're staying elevated. Make sure you're keeping your vibration as high as you can all the time. All the time. That's the biggest secret. You know, that's the biggest secret, because right now there is a big shift happening. There is a big change happening. And we have to remind ourselves it's got everything to do with people waking up. It's got everything to do with that. The awakening is growing stronger every single second. It's growing stronger and stronger. A lot of protests, by the way, in France, right? There were a lot of protests in France all over the world, because this is part of the great shift, the great awakening. So I want to remind you, deep divers, make sure you are keeping your vibration as high as you can. I love all of you. Remind yourself to give thanks, deep divers, because I told you, I don't have to do this. I already manifested. I choose to do this because I love to do it. With gratitude, you receive. That's why universe bless me. Even though I don't mess with YouTube, I got my own website, but I got a YouTube Gold Award, deep divers. I'm just being myself. I got a YouTube Gold Award, deep divers. I'm just being myself. With gratitude. You see, when you learn how to give, it always comes back to you. It always comes back to you. It always comes back to you. Shout out to Sharma here. You are appreciated, Shama. Love you, Ralph, and all the beautiful souls here. Gratitude. Diving deep. You are appreciated. Infinite love and gratitude to you all. We are the Good Vibe Tribe. Continue to spread love and inspire others. Absolutely. Doing it all day, every day. All day, every day. It's the 1111 frequency. So deep divers, like I always say, make sure you give thanks. When you give thanks, you receive back. When you give thanks, you will tap into the secret I tapped into. And that's why universe works in my favor every single day. Every single day. So like I told you, make sure you're giving thanks every single day. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all what the universe is doing for me. No complaining here. Deep divers, like I say, smash the like button if you're on this live. Make sure you smash the like button. Share this stream. Say Ralph Smart is live. And just remind yourself, deep divers, gratitude. Gratitude is key. Listen to this. And keep diving deep, deep divers. Oh, you like that, deep divers, right? One love to all of you deep divers. Like I say, keep the vibration high, keep the energy high. And like I told you, make sure you are on time for the live streams. Probably do one again tomorrow, right? But like I told you, gratitude. That's why universe keeps blessing me every single day. Okay? Deep divers, one love to everybody. Let's go. Beautiful deep dive.